was instantly feeling led to pick up the love messages. And the very first message that came out is a message for you. I am thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So I'm just going to assume that this is going to be a love message. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So right before I did this reading, not expecting it to be a love reading or anything, I had these feelings of being impatient, waiting for something impatiently, feeling very frustrated with something that is not happening just yet. So for many of you, I do believe that this is going to be some sort of separation message, or maybe you're waiting on somebody to change some aspects of themselves before you go back to them. I don't know. There's something about waiting. And I do feel like for many of you, though, this waiting is not easy. I feel like it's been very challenging for you. And maybe some of you, it's made you question whether or not you're good enough, pretty or handsome enough. I mean, there just could be all kinds of questions that are circling through your mind right now about why things are the way that they are in this connection. Which course I get? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us, please? In love, romance, 1, 2, 3. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. Thank you. Some of you very soon are going to start to see evidence of a union or a reunion for some of you. This union is going to bring on an energy of harvest, which means that a lot of things that happen in this relationship or in this connection is going to feel worth it. It's going to feel like there's a lot of abundance. 525, guys, look that number up on Sacred Scribes. But for a little bit, you may feel like the energy of this harvest, this coming together, this unity or what have you, goes back and forth. Or maybe somebody, or maybe both parties involved have this fear, irrational fear maybe even, but this back and forth energy keeps happening. It may just be that somebody's ego is in the way, too much fear, insecurities, doubts, illusional type of thoughts, what have you, might be in the way. However, you are going more towards a reunion or a union. This back and forth energy isn't going to last forever is what I'm feeling. I feel like it's more of, even as you guys start to become a unit or come together, you will start to see that the ego starts to dissolve, more happiness and sunshine comes out, so to speak. However, I do feel like some of you may have a person in your life. This could be like a family member, a friend, another loved one, or something like that, that may be trying to get in the way of this connection. It may just be that there's jealousy that may be happening, or some sort of, I feel like kind of like blackmail maybe. But what I do feel is this blackmail comes from somebody else, or either being jealous of this connection, wanting this connection themselves, or they just do not like that this connection is coming together. They are trying very hard to fight off something. And we do have 111, guys. So look that up on Sacred Scribes as well. That's about staying positive, acting as if, speaking as if, and just remaining positive about the situation at hand. Which cards do I go to? Thank you. I feel like somebody's been in their ego quite a bit, in the negative part of their ego, where, you know, they're feeding more into the false illusions, the fears, the doubts, the insecurities, and things of that sort, instead of moving towards something that they're wanting. I do feel like this is a desire on both ends for both parties to be reunited or united. However, I feel like there's some fear, doubt, and insecurities on or with either both or one of the parties. Give me 2 more shuffles, please. You do have the appreciation card, which makes me feel like somebody is in the process of trying to figure out ways of changing things so that you can feel more appreciated. So there may have been like energies of like running and chasing. Maybe there was some sort of time when words were said that really weren't meant, or something of that sort. But there's definitely some sort of Totally had a brain fart. Don't know what I was saying. Keep the vision for what it is that you want for your future, especially in this connection. There is advancement coming very soon. I do feel like this advancement is going to be more of communication and trying to figure out how to even make things work. The Queen of Angels tells me that, you know, one or both parties has a vision of the future together, a vision of this working out. Some of this energy, though, feels a little bit heavy, almost like it's being weighed down because of one or both parties' insecurities. Again, that's coming up very, very, very strong. 4 of Stars lets me know, though, that some of you are very connected with your intuition, very connected with your inner guidance, even your discernment of spirit, and you're meant to listen to your intuition, your guidance, your discernment of spirit. 555. Because it is leading you in the right direction, which is towards balance and a connection, which is towards harmony. I do feel like some of you are a little bit worried that there may be some sort of blame that's going to come towards you. So maybe one of the parties has had more of a dynamic where they've ran and or have ghosted, and they're afraid of blame being put on them. But what needs to be known is that both parties are very much into this connection getting back together. Whether or not it looks like this at this time, they're definitely working towards some sort of unification. However, whoever it is that feels the doubts, fears, and insecurities and feels like there's going to be blame needs to stop, because the other person involved is just waiting on you or this to come back together. So see the bigger picture, see that nothing is wrong. Know that the past is the past and it needs to stay in the past. So if you're dwelling on something that has happened in the past, don't. If you're feeling a little bit depressed about this connection, Spirit is asking you to act and speak more positively about it, because, you know, that's the way that things are going to pan out. So just stay positive. What other messages do you have, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages. Messages from Spirit or higher self, please. Some of you could be feeling a little bit weary because it's been so long. It's taking forever in your eyes. And the frustration that I'm feeling comes with wanting to let go and give up. And I feel like for most of you, this is the person that wants to give up and move on is the person that's been waiting so long for something to change. So, the snake does indicate that there is going to be some healing within a situation. It also could indicate that there's some sort of distance, which makes sense with this reading, because this is what feels like to me a separation reading. However, the shepherd indicates love of life, strong feelings of fellowship, strong feelings of being together, feeling of happiness and joy, and bringing something together. I'm going to get you a couple more cards. I'm going to get out of here so I can get to work. I'm working late all week. I'm training my assistant. So, all right. So the lion is talking about sudden shock. I feel like this is something coming together very quickly. This is somebody surprising someone else. Somebody is going to be sending a letter, I feel, or needs to send a letter to somebody. But we do have 6, which is all about connection, relationship, communication. Some of you are going to be recovering from some sort of bad news. And I feel like this bad news is going to bring you towards something that is going to bring good blessings. Okay. Anyhow, the moon is on the bottom, which is talking about not feeding into the fears, illusions, doubts, insecurities, and illusional type of thinking. Let's see what kind of popsicle sticks we get today. I am empathic, so very connected with your feelings, things that other people are feeling and going through as well. Maybe for some of you, I'm even feeling telepathic type of energy here. I am in a state of mastering. I will push through any insecurities that I may have. Okay, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Much love to you. Bye.